This is week 3 of my journey, and today I'm being 100% real. Most people see the business owner on their feed, on their timeline, but they don't see the stay-at-home mom or the long-distance wife behind the scene. But today, I'll be showing you the invisible juggle, how I juggle being a wife, being a mom, and being a long-distance partner. People ask how I run Maldiva Beauty World with my kid. The truth, I do not wait for free time. Instead, I create pockets. I batch my content during nap times when they're on holiday and during school days when she's in school. And I bulk create content to post throughout the week. I edit these videos that are bulk created throughout the week while she's asleep or when she's during the day or at night. Clarity saves me more time than the coffee ever would. Role 2 is the long distance wife. Being a long distance wife adds layers of emotional work. It means keeping the romance alive, keeping the love alive through the screen while doing the heavy lifting of solo parenting. It is hard, but sharing these experiences makes the distance a little smaller. Role 3 is the stay-at-home mom. This is where the magic and the chaos happen. I'm not just a mom, I'm a comforter, I'm a teacher, and a coordinator. I have learned that my business grows because of my kids, not in spite of them. The struggles I face as a stay-at-home mom. One is the decision fatigue. You are the chief operator of your house. I am the chief operator of my house. From what is for dinner, what is for breakfast, what is for lunch, we all know it can be tiring. So where your toddler kept their shoe, your brain never stopped making micro decisions, and by 7 p.m. your brain battery is at 0%. Struggle number 2 I face as a stay-at-home mom is the identity blur. Sometimes it feels like your name has been replaced with mommy, 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 mama, mama, mama. The struggle is holding on to the woman you were before you became a mother, while being the mom they need 24/7. Struggle number 3 I face as a stay-at-home mom is what I like to call the touch overload. Being touched out is real, so real. After a whole day of their little hands clinging onto you, something as simple as a hug, as a little hug, can be overwhelming for you. Because why? Your personal space has not existed in the last 12 hours. Now I would like to move over to the struggle I face as a long distance wife, which I like to call the solo parenting paradox. Struggle number 1 is solo parenting in marriage. Oh Jesus, you have a partner, but you are doing 100% of the labor. You have to be both the good cop and the bad cop because your husband is not here to tag in. Another struggle I face as a long distance wife is the screen fatigue. Your connection to your best friend, your connection to the love of your life is limited to a Wi-Fi signal. The main struggle is feeling lonely even when you've been on video call, even when you've been on FaceTime for the last 3 hours. You can share the good news, you can share your kids' development, you can share what happened in your day, but you cannot share a hug, a touch, or a feeling. Struggle number 3 I face as a long distance wife is what I like to call the emotional gatekeeping. Sometimes you have to hold back on how hard the day has been or how hard it has been for you to be a solo parent because you do not want him to feel bothered or disturbed while he's away, which creates quite a weight only you have to carry. Now let's move to the third role of my life, which I like to call the business struggle. Under this business struggle, the struggle number 1 I face is what I like to call the work-life blur. There is no leaving the office. Your office is on the kitchen table or your counter or your dining table or on your bed. The struggle is also feeling guilty while you are working because you cannot play with your kids at that time. And also feeling guilty when you are playing with your kids because your business is not growing at that time. Struggle number 2 under the struggle of a business is what I like to call professional loneliness. Because you are building an empire from your living room, you do not have water coolers or a co-worker to vent to. Every win, every loss is processed in silence when the kids are asleep. And this is why I would like to recommend you to have good people in your corner. I have discussed that in the last video. You can go back and watch. Good friends, good people that you can discuss with, people that you can call, friends that you can call, and they will come over to your house and give you a quick hug and talk to you or something. The third struggle under this business struggle is what I would like to call the hobby stigma. People like to assume that because you are a stay-at-home wife, that your business is just a side hustle because you do them in your living room or in a cute pajamas, even though you are working as hard as a CEO in suits. Last but not least, the fourth struggle is what I like to call the intersection, aka the mental load. The biggest invisible struggle is the overlap. It is trying to reply to a client's urgent email while your child is crying for a snack. All while your husband is calling from a different time zone, your husband is calling when he's less busy, your husband is calling when he's free. It is the constant switching of hats without breaks in between. And that is why I am here to be the voice of stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home wives, and distance partners who do not get to see their partners all the time and still do an amazing job at raising their parents and still get overlooked by the society or people making them feel less of themselves because they don't work in an office or somewhere. If you're a mama trying to build something on your own, just know that it doesn't have to look perfect to be successful. If this resonates with you, or somebody has ever shaded you for being a stay-at-home wife or being a long-distance partner, I would like to hear your stories in the comments. Let us build this community together. Please do not forget to like, follow, and share. See you on the next one. Bye, guys. Love ya.